Hello, my name is Amy. Welcome back to Fisher Hunts. Today is our 10 subscriber special. Woo! Woo! I know that's a bit silly to be doing a 10 subscriber special, but I'm really just so excited that even 10 people are excited to watch my channel and see my content. So thank you to those 10 people. I'm so grateful for you, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be doing a little demonstration on how everything can turn into a puzzle, like literally everything. Yesterday I posted on my Instagram and my Facebook for people to send me prompts, and I didn't look at them. I have not seen any of these yet, but John took a look at them and he made a list, and so we have 5 that we're going to go through today, and I'm going to be making 3 puzzles each based on each of those prompts, just to show that everything can turn into a puzzle somehow. Okay, I'm ready when you are. Be the first one.
Rugs.
Rugs. Okay, well, there's the obvious hide things under the rug. that's kind of an obvious one. Oh, I made one recently where you draw on the back of the rug. So not only is there hiding keys and stuff underneath the rug, but you can draw on the back of one. If you haven't seen my Halloween video, go see it, because I use that as an option as a puzzle. Another thing for rugs. You could do something that has to do with measuring it. There's a rug over here just now, and you could give someone a measuring thing, and maybe they have to find the perimeter of it. That could be interesting. Yeah, okay, those are my 3. Next one.
4th of July.
The 4th of July. Ooh. I have made a 4th of July escape room already. Let's see. One of the puzzles I did was a counting puzzle, or it was like a math puzzle, and one part of it included finding how many stripes were in the American flag. So 13, and you had to use that somewhere, or the number of stars, 50, or the number of red stripes, which I think is 7. You could have a picture of a whole bunch of fireworks going off in the background and have them be different colors, and that could be a counting puzzle also, figuring out how many blue ones, how many pink ones, how many red ones. There's a lot of country songs that have to do with 4th of July, or at least just American patriotism, whatever. So we could have a song puzzle that has to do with figuring out who sang what song, and have them just all be very patriotic American songs. There's a lot of number puzzles that you can do with July 4th, like 1776, including that somehow. Having to do birthdays of founding fathers. How many years has it been since 1776? Just knowing the date in general, being 7/4. There's a lot of good stuff for July 4th. Next one.
Cars.
Cars. Okay, well, we can definitely do a recognition puzzle where somebody who maybe is really well versed in car models and things like that has to recognize, oh, that's a Ford Fusion versus a Ford Taurus versus a Ford Explorer versus a Ford Ranger, all those different things. So that could be a matching puzzle somehow. There's a lot of trivia that you can do about cars, especially for somebody who doesn't know cars compared to someone who is supposed to be an expert, or that's just their big hobby of theirs. You can do trivia based on how does a car work, pieces that go into a car, when certain models came out. Everything can be a math puzzle if you really want it to be. You can do something about miles per hour and make a math equation out of that, come up with a number. You could do something that has to do with manual shifting. Yeah, that could be some kind of a directional lock. If I said you go into 1st gear and then 3rd gear and then reverse, I don't know actually how that works, but I could see that easily being some kind of a directional puzzle. That'd be really cool. Okay, I think that's 3. So what's the next one?
U.S. states.
Ooh, U.S. states. I'm pretty sure my mom gave us this one. There's a lot to do with U.S. states. You can have trivia about what was the first state, what was the state capital, what is the state bird, what is the state flower. You can have a big directional map about, first you go to North Dakota, then you go to Montana, and then you go down to Utah. That could be a really big one, really nice puzzle to do. You could have something to do with alphabetical order, or count the ones that start with C. I think there's only 3 that start with C. Put them in the size order, what is the biggest state? A lot of good trivia. Obviously, if you have a 4-letter word lock or a 5-letter word lock, I'm sure 1 or 2 states will fit on that. So you can have some trivia that leads to just a single state and have that open something. I know in the past for a escape room, we had one that had to do with how many states did somebody live in. So you could actually figure out what those states were and then do something like add up all the letters in those states specifically, so you have to know the right states to get this right number. You can do something about which landmarks are in certain states, so you have to know that like the Grand Canyon's in Arizona. Pretty sure it's in Arizona. You can do something like where is the Washington Memorial? Where is the Cosmosphere, which is in Kansas? Where is the Alamo, which is in Texas? That would be kind of cool. It really test someone's knowledge on the U.S. Cool. I like that. We'll have to make an escape room based on that someday.
Gardens.
Gardens. Ooh. Okay, well you can have, kind of like the cars, you can have like recognizing different flowers. I actually did something like that for one of my other friends' birthday parties. She had to recognize like daisies versus roses versus marigolds versus irises, and pick out the one that is remaining. If anybody has a 5-letter word lock, actually the word daisy fits on it nicely, so that would be a good one for gardens. I don't know if there's a lot of like famous gardens, but maybe that would be something like recognizing Madison Square Garden, maybe, or recognizing, I don't know what else there is, but someone who is well versed in those, perhaps we can have like a questionnaire in the escape room about that. Man, I don't know anything about flowers or plants, but I would assume there's some things that are like, oh, this only grows in the summer, or this only grows in the fall, or, you know, I know there's fruits that are like that, like, oh, you only get blueberries this time of year. So that would be kind of fun. You could have that be a puzzle of having to put them in the right category or match them up. That's something I've done in the past. I'd love to talk about that one. Maybe have like different fruits and vegetables on this side, and then fall, spring, summer, winter. I don't know if they all fit into those categories, but then you can draw lines through them, and then in the middle you would have numbers, and then as you do that you cross off different numbers, and you should only have like 2 or 3 left, and that would open a lock. That'd be really neat. You'd have to make sure that person, whoever this puzzle is for, really knows their stuff, because that would be a bummer if you make this puzzle that they're just not able to solve. That might be too hard, but I think that'd be really, really fun to do. I think that's 3. I think I managed to come up with 3 for that one. Sweet. That was cool. That was neat. That was a good list of stuff. Thank you for everyone who submitted stuff. And yeah, I hope anyone that's looking to make escape rooms, that was really informational, that all you have to do is figure out what someone enjoys, any kind of hobby or interest, and you can make a puzzle out of everything, whether it's just including it as something that you're counting, including it as just a word in the puzzle, or a picture somehow. You can include everything, and obviously there's the ones that I was able to go through that were like able to use as a directional lock or able to use as a word lock. Those are really interesting, and anybody who already enjoys those things is going to be so impressed when you have that in their escape room. Again, happy 10 subscriber special! Don't forget to subscribe! Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Bye!